Well, there I was been waiting for Vaughan. He's been bloody late. So I give him a call and go, Jesus, Vaughan, where the hell have you been? I mean, look, gee, the story he's got to tell will blow your mind. We were scheduled to do another story, amazing about all sorts of things. But let's listen to Vaughan. Go ahead, Vaughan. Tell people what's happened to you.
Max, this is from the department of you can't make this stuff up. But, I've just been out on my bike for a ride and, bro, it's unbelievable. I've actually still, trying to come down from having the pride of my life. I was cruising along Quay Street. I've been out for a cruise, Saturday morning cruise on the bike, trying to look like a bit of a badass. And on my way back from the supermarket, and a car pulls up alongside me. And I didn't notice it. And next minute, splash, they threw a big drink, like raspberry with ice cubes and that sort of stuff, like they'd just been to McDonald's, splattered all over my bike, drenched me in it, and I almost fell off. And it was like, what the, and anyway, I looked around at them and thought, right, I'm going to have you. They did a U-E, went the other way, and I chased them through the city, finally got them to a red light where they pulled up, and I pulled out my camera, my phone, took photos of them, and they're just laughing. And here's the thing, I forgot to mention this. They had a camera set up. They had a camera set up in their car. And these kids were just laughing about what they'd almost done. But, in terms of, I got onto the police, there is a helpline, a support line for dangerous driving.
Oh, good man.
Straight away, they reported the car. And for those of you out there, Silver Jaguar, DAJ 932, pack of full of monkeys in it. The car's stolen. It's a police interest, and they're out after it right now. And, they said, you didn't approach them, did you? Because they were worried they might be armed or something like that. But, man, what's going on in our city, bro?
Oh, not wrong. And by God, what a story, Vaughan, to happen just like, how long ago was that? Like 10, 15, 20 minutes ago? Half an hour ago.
So by the time I reported and got through, I'd say 20 minutes to 30 minutes ago. And, my heart's still beating because, I've fallen off a bike before and it's not funny. And I just cannot believe that, you might have something biffed at you, but they had a camera set up in the car.
Oh, God. Vaughan, you're lucky to get away. You got lucky to get away with just a narrow escape. But the thing is, we're getting reports in the paper all the time that central Auckland is just full of crime daily. And what the hell's our council doing? What are people doing about it? Just sitting around twiddling their thumbs going, oh, isn't that a shame? Oh, and we'll have a plan. We're thinking about doing something, but they're not doing things, Vaughan. And look at you, mate. Jesus.
Yeah, look, I'm fizzing at all the bungs. And the thing is, when you think about it, the gang violence, the increase in petty crime in most areas. And, every week you see a dairy with bloody plywood all over the front of it because there's been a drive-in. It's like the Wild West, man. What's going on in Auckland?
Yeah. It's got to stop. I know people are still getting over the lockdown and they're still trying to get over it. I mean, that was only a week ago. And look, the pressure's up, the tension's up and everything's up. But why is the crime allowed to just run loose? Do you know what it is, Vaughan? Those coppers are all out of town. They're all up in the borders and there's not even need to have a border up there. And that's just stupid, bloody resourceful. And it's the government's arrogance of not pulling the borders down.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it could have been anybody else that had this. What happened to me just a little while ago when I managed to get pull up along these kids in this car and I took photos of them. They were just giving me the bird and laughing and waving and saying Merry Christmas, and they just absolutely, they must have been off their friggin' faces. I just couldn't believe it.
I think what it is, Vaughan, they just know that no one's going to come after them. Nothing will happen. The cops are out of town, but everything's fine. And you can just do what you like. What's the bet? They've gone and done a whole lot of crime around the place, busted some windows in shops, helped themselves, beat up a small employer, got to a dairy and bloody helped themselves, told the owner to stick it and walked out. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff we're facing every day in Auckland now.
Yeah, Max, it's got to stop. And, we just can't put up with this. I could have shut my mouth and come home. But, imagine if someone had fallen off their bike and been killed, rode their motorbike in front of another car or something like that. Just crazy. That's that. But it's like this, there's too much of this rubbish going on in Auckland, mate. We've got to put a lid on it right now.
We need a marital candidate and the council to stand up for these things. And we need a bloody the police force that is governed and led by somebody who's got a backbone. By God, we need to stop this, Vaughan. Look, there's my dear mate. Honestly, buddy, I would be this is hit home because you're a close friend, and to have that happen is awful. So I hope your viewers are out there. Take care in Auckland. It's not a safe place to be.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, Max, I'm going to go and have a drink. Seriously.
And well deserved too, mate. Thanks for reporting it and thanks for sharing with us, mate.
Appreciate it, bro. See you next time, man.
Righto, man.